Hello world, and Happy New Year. Coming to you today from City Park Plaza for this intro. Wow, it's been a while since we got together. Lots been happening in my personal life, and without getting into too much detail, I had to pause from the YouTube and Instagram thing in order to get my life in order. It's kinda rough over Christmas there, but things for the most part are taken care of. Rent is in order, there's food in the fridge, and I'm back. Whilst on my unscheduled break, I was building to help with my anxiety and thinking about how I was going to do this first video back. I have a lot of builds on the back burner, from spots to parks and everything in between. And to do them one at a time like I have been, well, that would take forever. Plus, if you're a builder yourself, you might be finding inspiration here. So, I got 3 builds for you today, all outdoor park builds. So stick around, won't you? Here, at the Tesla Skate Park channel. So what I'm trying out is a 3-shot quick spot tour instead of just the one. After a few days or so, I'll drop a video part for the 3 spots and maybe some other spots I already have videos up for already, keep it a little lively. Let's jump over to that first spot and have a look-see. Prestwick Skate Park starts you off on a winding path from the load point by the gate. From there, it's up to you. To the right is the upper street section with cantilever-style banks, and a flow section with diverse ledges, and a jumbo cap 5 set with a custom rail. To the left from the path we have a sea ledge and a bright green pole jam with a 5-stair and ledge mini-ramp combo to get a little silly on. Connecting the middle we have some variety in street section obstacles from a fun kinked rail and some different gaps and a mani ledge. Continuing back on the right side, we have a scissor split cantilever bank that provides options on how you want to run your lines, as well as a fun gap. Into the open street section we have a kicker grass gap, and a long ledge with its own narrow grass gap on the one side. The central tree is guarded with rails around the perimeter. It's awesome what some cities will do to protect nature. The 2 yellow rails, one curved and one kinked, atop the big curved ledge with a gentle brick bank. In the center we have a 6-way kicker gap with pedestal in the middle, and a long curved brick bank with quick tap ledges along the way. Finishing this place off is a custom rail with a double ledge gap, not to mention the rainbow ledge over the ditch and a half circle cantilever bank. As always, a lot of time went into calculating lines and piece placement to make sure you get the best possible ride and not overcrowd the place. Now, let's run over to stop number 2 on this outdoor park tour. This one I wanted to make ample use of a hypothetical budget, with lots of green space in between all the obstacles, with lines in every direction. Literally. So starting off from the load point at the gate, we'll head to the right and check out a rail and a few other obstacles, and then go back around clockwise and go around outside everything. This custom rail was fun to make, and then I gave it a coat of turquoise paint to help it pop a little more. And then this double-sided ledge that's got the perfect pitch for your up as well as your down game. Then I threw a red curb up here for slappy action. The secret is in the red. Around the corner we have this gentle bank by the gate, which I've been referring to as the tombstone. This leads to one of many paths within the park. We got this kinked up-down rail in the middle with a bench to the left of it and a long bank to the right. Coming to the end we have this playful little 4 set with a pole jammable rail and a kicker gap and as well as a ledge. This isn't natural to the flow, but just so I can keep on point, we're going to take a hard left and point us at this flat ledge we just passed and this cantilever bank into the corner. Around said corner we have the first of these benches, as well as one of these lines into the scissor cut cantilever banks. I liked how they felt at Prestwick, so I had to throw them in here too, but made them a bit smaller with some rail gaps. Into the corner we have this tight curve rail, and out of the rail we've got a quarter pipe to the side to keep the flow going on a different line. Bit of a straightaways here, but ending with a gap to ledge, plus a gentle curve into the corner. Here we have options galore, but we'll stick to the outside for now. Skip over the hydrant gap and we have a nice free-floating cantilever bank in the corner that breaks up a curved ledge. I love those banks. And we'll follow the line from that bank around the inside now and come across this homemade Canadian-style parking curb. I've lived in Canada my whole life and had to go to Calgary to see one of these bad boys in the flesh, and took my cap off and shed a tear as we drove past. We got a brick quarter pipe to help redirect the flow back the other way, and we'll push past that to the center line and more options. We'll go to the left of the planter. Yes. And we've got another one of those benches here to the right by the garbage can, and a curved ledge with a bank to the left. I used in an upcoming build. You'll want to stay tuned for that video. We'll hook around by the curved ledge again, and hi curved ledge. And we'll make a right, and another right. And we'll head up the center in the other direction where we've got even more fun stuff. Hooray! And the two hidden, not so hidden, out of the way spots, I sometimes throw these in, is this picnic area, chill spot to get out of the sun, grab a bite, even a mani. And also this brick-laid mini ramp. You'll catch me using a lot of brick as I think it would be uber cool to get a hold of some red brick and use it for a build in real life, but I digress. Well, on to the last park in the tour. It's getting a little late, ain't it? This is Point Douglas Skate Park. I've had it on the go for the last week as well as a few other builds. I wanted to make a massive open park with the odd spot being a little more intimate. We'll head down the right side this time and go in a counterclockwise direction. I put the gate in the corner with this one, as well as a ledge with a garbage can to get you started. 2 inset planters to break up the terrain, as well as some rails and a bench with a triangle-shaped cantilever bank in the corner. We got the big brick banks there that go to ground level or to the bi-level, your choice. On the bi-level we got the red bench for your own flavor, and at the end we have a small brick bank with a ledge and a fence rail. Would love to see one of those at the skate park. On the ground level stretch we have a triple triangle gap and a mid-level rail and manual box, again, your own flavor. That all accumulates in the corner where you can flow back through that street section or push on to other obstacles. Here we have a banked mini ramp complete with coping placed with precision, as well as a humped bank and a cozy little 3-set tucked in. Let's not forget about the big hip and the little chill spot tucked in out of the way, but still in the action. Moving on, we have this sweet banked planter on a sloping street section run, decent sized flat bar for the intermediate to pro level hardcore Skate 3 players, with a 2-foot wide straight and curved ledge, which brings you around and up this stair section. I made sure to give options to keep the flow going. Up top on the side I split up the terrain with some foliage and even added a bench for fun. I color coordinated the benches to help distinguish them online when talking about runs. It can help the convo go smoother, especially if I'm with someone and they're typing with the controller. Let's go back to that first bank planter and come up the middle sloped run. We got a stepped ledge with a tiny mini bank built into the end of each, and why not, right? Just to the left of that we have a banked mani pad with a change in height as you go along, and another planter like the first, but this one's a little bit taller and has a few goodies, a short ledge and a movable rail. And last but not least, the giant 4-block, these custom steps that divide the upper and lower sections, complete with runs along each of the steps, and challenges from basic to ballsy, like grinds, gaps, drops, huge gap drops, some you can create your own with props. Like this rail down the stairs. Hooray! Or this gap to bank. Hooray. The lines are endless at all 3 of these parks. So that was Prestwick, Dresden, and Point Douglas Skate Park. 3 parks I put together over the course of 2 weeks, along with a few others. Anyway, so what do you want to see for the next 3-spot quick shot tour? 3 indoor parks with custom buildings, 3 real-world style locations like street spots? Let me know in the comment section below. Would love to know what inspires you to skate, or even build. And one last thing I gotta mention, gotta be honest, heart to heart. I have no idea where I come up with the names for these, but after building as many as I have and naming them differently each time, it helps with finding them, and finding them for online even. They really jumble up all the names in the online menu. And with 108 parks at all times, having to narrow one down and delete it can be a challenge. So I'm not trying to be vain telling you this. I'm just asking that if you want to talk about one of these parks or builds or any others in the future, please reference them by name. It would really help a lot in knowing what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video tour. If you like what I can do, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel as well as my morale. And if you want to catch my videos as they come out, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell. Big deal with the bell. Click it. It'll help out. I don't know, YouTube's making it harder for some reason, especially for new channels like mine. And thanks to everyone that supported me on Instagram and has found their way over to my YouTube. Truly means a lot. And even if you're new, feel free to get up to speed with some of my other videos. Even to get some inspiration for some of your own builds, or even for just skating in real life, because Lord knows I wish I could. Anyway, thanks for watching.